Hello there, a very good evening and welcome to Prime TV News with me, Bhakti Abe Surya. To begin with, let's take a look at the stories making headlines this evening. The President emphasizes that public representatives should be committed to build a working country. The work on the $250 million mixed project will commence soon as the new government's first foreign investment project. The prison doctor recommends transferring of parliamentarian Rajitha Senaratne to the prison hospital. In news from overseas, according to researchers, the US suffered more mass killings in 2019 than any year on record. And now for the news in detail. First up in local news, the Ministry of Finance, Economic and Policy Development says that the work on the $250 million mixed project will commence soon as the new government's first foreign investment. The project will take place on a 3-acre plot of land between Beara Lake and Shangri-La Hotel on the Baladaksha Mawata in Colombo. It has been proposed to construct a 30-story commercial building as a foreign investment project. It will also include 30 new housing units. Apart from that, the building will provide facilities for retail shops and food stalls. The Cabinet approved the paper presented by Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa in his capacity as the Minister of Finance, Economic Affairs and Policy Development to provide facilities for the investment to Perennial Real Estate Holdings Company. The land for the project will be leased out to the company with the signing of the investment agreement. The Finance Ministry said that Sri Lanka will get a lease amount of $43 million. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has emphasized that public representatives should be committed to build a working country. He pointed out that the public representatives should meet the aspirations of the people. He mentioned this during a meeting with local government representatives. Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa was present on the occasion. The meeting between President Gotabaya Rajapaksa and the heads of municipal councils, urban councils and Pradeshia Sabhas took place at the Temple Trees. The President thanked all local government representatives who was a strength to him at grassroots level for his victory at the presidential election. The President pointed out that it was a challenge to him as well as for all public representatives to meet the aspirations of the public who made them victorious. President said that the economy should be developed and the disrupted development activities should be reactivated. The President said that the public is watching how the President and the government are working. He said that the tax concessions were given and the benefits of those should be distributed among the people. Speaking on the occasion, the President emphasized that the victory cannot be taken forward without identifying the reasons for the government to get rejected in 2015. Ministers Janaka Bandara Tennakon, Pavitra Wanyarachi, Johnston Fernando and Prasanna Ranatunga were present on the occasion. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa and Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa exchanged views at the meeting. The medical officer of the prison hospital has recommended that parliamentarian Rajitha Senaratne can be transferred to the prison hospital after examining him and his medical reports taken today. Accordingly, the prison ambulance arrived at the hospital, but he was not taken as it was reported his stress increased again. It was decided to treat him at the same private hospital today as well. He is scheduled to be produced in court tomorrow. MP Rajitha Senaratne was arrested in connection with the controversial white van media briefing. He was arrested on an order given by the Colombo Magistrate Court. After issuing warrants to arrest him, MP Senaratne went missing for 2 days and the CID could not find him. When the CID was searching his houses at Colombo, Beruala and Vadua areas, he suddenly got admitted to a private hospital in Narahempita for treatment. The CID officers arrested him at the hospital. Thereafter, he was undergoing treatment at the same hospital under the protection of prison officials. The doctors at the hospital said MP Senaratne was having high blood pressure and stress. Thereafter, he was subjected to several medical tests. The reports of the test were handed over to the Commissioner of Prisons. After he was checked by the doctor of the prison hospital, the doctor has recommended that he could be transferred to the prison hospital. In more local news, State Minister S.B. Dissanayake says that it is with an intention of creating a conflict between communities when a dialogue on singing the national anthem in Tamil language is highlighted, when none of the responsible individuals had stated that the national anthem will be sung in one language at the Independence Day ceremony. He was speaking at a media briefing in Kandy. State Minister S.B. Dissanayake said that he did not see the President, the Prime Minister nor the Public Administration Minister saying that the national anthem will be sung in one language at this year's Independence Day. There has been no official statement by anyone in this regard. He said that the dialogue has been made to create an unnecessary issue among the communities. He requested the northern politicians not to create divisions among the communities at the time when reconciliation is needed. Minister Pavitra Wanyarachi says that solutions will be found soon to the unresolved problems of all island Samurdhi managers. The minister mentioned this during a discussion with the Samurdhi Managers Trade Union. Lengthy discussions took place on the problems of the Samurdhi managers during the meeting. They pointed out that promotions of the Samurdhi managers were not given during the recent past. The minister instructed the officials to prepare a proper methodology for promotions and to give promotions as soon as possible according to an approved process. MP Patali Champakaranavaka arrived at the Colombo Crimes Division this morning, according to the court order given to him to appear at the Colombo Crimes Division on every Sunday. MP Patali Champakaranavaka was arrested and remanded on charges of fleeing after an accident involving a youth in Rajagiriya, covering information about the accident and misleading the court. He was released later on surety bails of 5,000 rupees each and a cash bail of 25,000 rupees. He was ordered by the court to appear at the Colombo Crimes Division on each Sunday between 10 a.m. and 12 noon. Accordingly, the parliamentarian arrived at the Colombo Crimes Division and stayed there for about 1 hour. Although the journalists asked questions from him when he was leaving, this was how he responded to their questions.
මොකෝ කියන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. අපිට පස්සේ කියන්නම් අපි මාධ්‍ය සාකච්ඡාවක් තියලා. හොඳේ? පස්සේ කියන්නම් ඒව අධිකරණ ඉස්සරහා තියෙනවනේ. අපිව ජනතාවත් අනික් කරුව කියලා අනාගතේ මේව කරයි ඔය ජඩ මාධ්‍ය මොනවා අපි ගැන පැතුරුවා. දැන්වත් ඒ තරුණයාට සාධාරණ විශ්ල කරන්න මොකක් හරි.
Minister Ramesh Patirana says that the government will implement the program to increase the number of students entering universities from the provinces with less facilities. He said this during a function at Dodandua, Morakula Gangarama Temple. Minister Ramesh Patirana said that a decision has been taken to increase the number of students entering universities from the provinces by devising a method based on the schools. They will be able to enter the universities with less marks from a school with less facilities than from a main school. He said that President Gotabaya Rajapaksa will make a huge investment for education within the next 5 years. Balapitiya United National Party organizer Ashok Dhanavansha says that the United National Party has no future if the crisis in the party is not resolved. During a function in Balapitiya, he pointed out that it is essential for all party members to reach to a consensus. Balapitiya UNP organizer Ashok Dhanavansha said that still debates are going on in the party. He pointed out that the vegetable prices have increased due to heavy rains. He said that what is good in the government should be appreciated. The Army implements a special program on last Sundays of each month to clean the coastal belt. Accordingly, cleaning of the Crow Island beach in Mutwal took place under the patronage of Army Commander Shavindra Silva today. The program is implemented with the aim of creating a coastal belt without garbage. The program was implemented throughout the day today in several other beaches as well. The Army Commander, officials and the people in the area joined the program to clean the coastal belt of Crow Island in Mutwal. Meanwhile, another program to clean the coast took place at the Golf's Green Beach with the participation of the Navy. It was held to coincide with the 69th anniversary of the Navy. A special aquatic sports program took place on the occasion with the participation of a group of people, including the Navy commander, Pial de Silva. An individual who appeared fraudulently as a presidential advisor has been remanded until the 9th of next month. The Colombo Crimes Division has arrested the individual who threatened the principal of a popular school in Moratuwa. He was arrested under the charges of threatening and assault. The suspect, named Shriyananda Tissade Alvis, is a resident of Moratuwa, Sebastian Mawata area. It has been found that he has retired from the military service. Chief Inspector of the Colombo Crimes Division, Neville Silva, said that they are conducting further investigations into the incident. 14 Indian fishermen have been taken into custody by the Navy for engaging in fishing violating Sri Lanka's maritime borders. They have been fishing illegally in the sea areas north to the Delf Islands. It has been found that the Indian fishermen are between the ages of 20 to 70 years. The Navy has also seized 3 trawlers belonging to the suspects. They were to be handed over to the Jaffna Assistant Fisheries Director for further investigations. The Navy media said that Indian fishing boats violating the Sri Lankan maritime borders are at a minimum level due to continuous patrolling by the Navy. The funeral of veteran English announcer Bevil Palihavadana took place this afternoon at the Boralla General Cemetery. He was 72 years at the time of his demise. Mr. Bevil Palihavadana joined the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation in 1973 as a relief announcer of the English service and presented several popular programs. He won the appreciation of the people by presenting the fan club over ITN. He was also an English news reader at ITN. Mr. Bevil Palihavadana, who was a graduate from the University of Colombo, worked at the State Languages Department and the Government Analyst Department. He performed an immense service to introduce local Western musicians to the country over radio and television media. With that, we wrap up our today's edition of Prime TV News. For details of these stories and for more, you can log on to our website www.itnews.lk. Thank you for joining me. Bye for now and have a pleasant evening.